All right, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully, everyone is getting ready for the weekend. I just posted up a new video, and want everybody to look at the stock zones that I did. I just posted this morning around 8 o'clock this morning. You got the link right there on Instagram. We also got on YouTube and on TikTok. Definitely want to check it out because I was a really interesting iceberg order that I wanted to show you on this AI stock. And I'm trying to do these little training videos for you people to kind of like, even though some of you on social media, you're not here live with us, or you're not part of the room, but you're still kind of doing your homework. Great opportunity for you guys to learn a little more about our style, our strategy, here at Cybertrade University. So, guys, make sure you share that and watch it. Also, I am going to be live today at 10 a.m. I'm going to do part 2 of live trading. We'll take what we've learned yesterday. So, you know what? If you want to come and join us, I'll be there at 10 o'clock. We're still going to be trading live in the Cyber Group room, but we kind of did a 2-day workshop. Look forward to seeing everybody there at 10 a.m. Just click on that link. We just posted up in the room. And let me put this on social media so you guys can see it in front of your dashboard. There you go, right there. And if you do miss it, oops, that's the wrong one. That's the Instagram one for you guys on Zones. But we'll post that link up here. Hold on. Let me just put that in there. Part 2 for you guys. There we go. There you go. So that's the part 2. And if you're watching recording, you could, if you miss it, you can always get the recording on it. But anyway, let's talk about what happened tomorrow, what happened yesterday, and get ready what's happening for this morning. But there were a couple of really good stocks. I was actually very impressed. Yesterday, I thought it was a great day. There were a lot of good stocks that made some big moves. Monday and Tuesday kind of stunk, and there wasn't really that much out there, but there were a couple of good ones out there. DKNG. I want to start off with that one. So March Madness is moving. You know what? Does it have something to do with it? It could, but look at the stock. Not only was it been a good day trade, but it's been a really good swing trade all of a sudden. It's been a short-term swing trade. It's breaking 52-week highs. I know a lot of you traded here in the middle of the day. It wasn't the greatest early morning, but in the middle of the day, if you come in the middle of the trading day, it kind of did move really nice. Stock was hovering right around that 42, 43 price range, that 45 up $5. It's not bad. It's not really that bad. So DraftKings, I would probably put it on keep it on a swing trade because of the March Madness, and also it's breaking a 52-week high. So that one did pretty well. I'm just writing it down on my piece of paper. Another couple other ones did really well. This one right here, KAVL, was absolutely fabulous. Okay. This stock was a $20 stock last year, got crushed. But yesterday, what a great bounce. I mean, you can't get a more prettier iceberg order than this one right here. Now, if you were there this morning, and listen, they're there every day, but that right there was literally the perfect setup of a Fausto flag, iceberg orders, everything that we talked about, even you'll see on that example that I showed you, on that short video I did. But great pop. If you missed it here when it popped at 9:30, when it ran from that $2, ran to about 280. I mean, boom, right there at 10 o'clock, it ran from like 280, shot up all the way to 380. I mean, you had 2 chances to make almost $1 each on that stock. If you just got 20% of that move on 1,000 shares, I mean, you killed it for the day and you were done. I mean, even yesterday, if you heard me what I said, you know what? I'm done for the day. I mean, that stock just really, that was the only one I needed. But there were other ones out there. GOVL was also spelled it wrong. GOEV. That also was a really nice, inexpensive one. It became a really good swing trade also. The only issue I had with this one, it got, sometimes it wasn't the easiest stock to day trade. It had a couple of nasty shakes right here. You could see it here on the chart. You could see how it did a couple of shakes right here. But, once it got about 10:30, remember what I told you at 10:30? Program trading kicks in there. It was literally at the moment at 10:30 started, it ran from that $4 all the way up to about 480, even up to here at 450. It was just an awesome trade. And it's just, listen, a lot of us were just done just trading on the Cavill, but the GOEV, that was also late pop. A couple of sneaky ones out there I want to bring up that came up. NOV, it was NOVA we had. That one was a nice little slow mover. 480 went to about 560. It's going back on the watch list. The stock took a very big hit You could see here also the stock was up about $24, got hammered back here in February at 12, came all to a whopping 4, but it's been moving up pretty nicely. It's moving up again. I can see this thing probably tested about $7, but once again, you got to go check on the iceberg orders and see how they're doing. But that one back on the watch list. All right, so we got that one too. All right, so let's go see what's going on this morning. Let me mix things up around here. Let me bring up my NASDAQ book viewer over here and fix that over here. Fix my defaults. And let me share both of them up here, as always. All right, so let me just look at really quick what's going back on with Nova. All right, let's bring up here. By the way, not to change the subject, but remember the car, the Nova? Did anyone, and we have a bunch of old fellows here, friends of ours, in the trading room. Anyone had a Nova before? So funny. It's just like you said, 1973. You had one, Alex? Wow. There you go. You had 6 of them, Brian? Oh my God. I remember the Nova. It was like such a nothing car, but when you really think about it, it's actually a pretty cool design, Leonard, you had 3 of them? The SS was a really cool car. It was it was an inexpensive car too back then. I remember kind of look like it was a Nova. You thought it was more like a Pinto, but you kind of think about it, it's actually a nice car. They should bring it back. How much was the car? $3,000? That's what it was. You had an SS 368, 396. Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, this has nothing to do with the car, okay? But just sometimes you just look at it like, oh yeah, I remember Nova. Anyway, let's see what else is going on because we had a couple of good stocks that are actually moving here. So we had this one stock. How did I not bring it up, right? Reddit, right? Oh my God. So Reddit, the IPO, I want to bring this up really quick and just blow this up because I almost forgot to bring it up. I actually was going to post a video on this too because I did a video on this too. And this is the reason why we don't trade IPOs. I told you, stay away from the stock. It is very, very dangerous. We don't trade IPOs because the stocks, there's no orders out there. There's just literally no orders out there. We don't know. You're basically just shooting from the hip, and you can't shoot straight like that. So you could see what happened with Reddit. Everybody's looking it up. I mean, it's great that it went public. You know what? If it holds here for about 2-3 days, then maybe we'll consider it. But other than that, don't stay away from it. Okay. I just want to bring up because people were messaging me about, hey, what about Reddit? What about Reddit? What about Reddit? Stay away from it. All right. Period. Anyway, a couple other stocks that I'm moving. I want to keep an eye on. You got the stock NVFY. So this stock had a really good move. I guess it was earnings announcements that came out yesterday. And you got a couple of big orders right here. Not here on NASDAQ. You got a big buyer here at 20,000 at 580. But oops, the wrong stock. NVFY. All right, so what we got over here? Not really that big orders over here, but you're seeing some of them on level 4, right around 340. 340 got 12,000, 9,000. So not really seeing any good support resistance levels, but it is up 65%. I mean, that's not bad. And, kind of look at that. So, and remember, it is Friday. You don't have Fridays trade. We have to be really careful on Fridays. Nobody likes to trade going into the weekend. So this stock has got great volume, unbelievable volume right here. OTLK. So here, right, we got about no real big orders again. Tier size are really small, spreads a little big. I probably automatically give this a category 3, right? It's gonna be a fast moving stock. So if you're not an advanced trader, you might want to stay away from it. This is nothing. Let me tell you, yesterday, KAVL, very easy. GOEV, little bit of a shake right there, but a great late pop. So there, I mean, we'll find another KOVL. We always find them. They're always there. Just got to be a little careful on what we always teach you in phase 1, which we're going to talk about at 10 o'clock for everyone. We post a link up there. So if you guys want to come and watch us, but remember, I will do a live trading example of like why we trade these stocks, not trade them. Half you traders fail because you're trading stocks. It's just not tradable, you know? So you got to be careful of that. This one's a nice little cheap one. It's got a really good spread, but it's really not going anywhere. You know, it's kind of flat. I don't know. I'm not too crazy about this one too. This one we saw earlier, it popped around 8:30 this morning. You could see it ran from like a buck 60 all the way to $1.40. This one I like the volume, but there's a big iceberg order just showed up at a buck 32 right here. FRSX. Yeah, you see him right there for 20,000 at 132. FRSX. You could see, yeah, that's the resistance levels right there. Okay. So we see we gotta have a game plan. 17%. Nothing really here. I'm not too crazy about any good losers. This one's wow, this thing's getting crushed. Crushed. Oh my God. Is this even real? Don't tell me the stock was 600. It dropped down to 250. It's down to $2. Is that like a reverse stock split? So this thing's just getting crushed. Oh my God. What's the news on this thing? Rich, could you find the news on this? I mean, that is just horrible. Horrible on that stock right there. Oops, what happened here? I X'd out of that screen. All right, we're putting that on the watch list. I want to see what's going on with that one. That one just looked like, oh, Lululemon got crushed yesterday too. Earnings announcements didn't come out too well. Shockingly, you know, that thing, $400 stock, Lululemon. God, 480 things down over here. Over here. I know we're not going to really trade it, but for some of you advanced traders, you might want to consider it. We got Lulu that moved up. So I'm going to put this on the watch list. I don't know, why not. And I know FedEx was also beat earnings yesterday, which is kind of shocking. FedEx took a big hit back in December. It came over down at 240, but it just broke a 52-week high. It started to back off a little bit, so that's not really a good sign. Maybe it's going to probably be a short, but FedEx, we know we're not going to day trade that one. That one gets a little nuts. Nuvo's moving up. I mean, you got a nice little pop on that Nuvo. Let me see what's on the NOVA. Nova. What's going on, Nova? Okay, we got an order right here for 21,000 at 580. We're looking pretty good right there. We got here NOVA. We'll look over here. Nothing really on NASDAQ book view. It looks like everything's on the other exchanges. So that one, not looking too good there. Bros. Foot Locker. Foot Locker been taking a big hit, 35. Probably get something there. All right, I'm pretty much done. I don't like to put a big list on a Friday. It's very, very, very careful. I want to be a little cautious on that. All right, here's the news on some of the stocks. FRSX holdings announcements. iNet complete technology phase for its mobility in Japan. Nike got hit too. Yes, I guess all of them. I guess that has to do with a little bit. NKE. Yeah, Nike, was the earnings announcements on that one too? Yeah, wow, that thing got a little beat up. Yeah, Nike's not looking too well. Big run up, I guess, for Christmas. They're not looking too good right now on Nike. I don't know. Is it me or is Nike got overpriced? You know what I mean? Like, they make decent quality clothes, but I don't know. I think they're just getting way, way, way overpriced, those stocks. News that Elon Musk is guilty of conflict of interest allegations on how TSLL is doing. Is that with Tesla? So I actually did a video on Tesla too. I want to continue it from yesterday, but I made a couple of cooler videos. I'm gonna do some shorts on Tesla, why we should have got out of that stock too. Big. The good thing about Tesla, it's got great iceberg orders. It's got really, really nice iceberg orders. And the reason why it does is because there's a lot of options that trade on it. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. Information only, Lewis, news today, voting on the reverse merger on Trump Media. And yeah, so that one also, keep an eye on that. I mean, yeah, they're doing a reverse merger on that. That's what I heard. So they're looking to go public again with DWAC. So that could be pretty good. That we want to keep an eye on because listen, Um, if you're a Trump fan or you're not a Trump fan, whatever it may be, but he is leading in the polls. And if he does win the presidency, rumor has it that, listen, that could be great for the stock. If you lose the presidency, the stock can get crushed. So it's a barometer. I mean, I know they even actually did an ETF on what president's going to win. I mean, that's how crazy. It's like almost like a casino. You know what I mean? But when you really do have a public company like this, you definitely could see something that could affect the stock. But yeah, we want to keep an eye on these stocks too, also. But they're a little bit more in the swing trade, not more in the day trade. It did great. You could see here on this day over here when it made that good pop, 17, thing over into 56. So what a great run up on that one too. All right, guys, we've got about 15 minutes. I have to get ready. I'm going to be live again at 10 a.m. We're going to broadcast live on social media. If you miss it, you could always click that little QR code on the top left-hand corner. You can get the video and watch it from there, or go on our YouTube channel, watch it again. But cyber traders, let's get ready for the market open up. Lewis is saying Trump will be getting 3.5 billion worth of shares. Or is that stock? Dollars. That's not worth. He'll get $3.5 billion worth of stock. Yeah. Wow. This could be one rich guy right there, huh? Wow. Unbelievable. Good for him. Really quick, I see the stock moving right here. Nuvax. Is that what we have over here? Yeah, we have that one already. NVFY. All right, let's go. I'll see you all at 10 a.m. For some of you, don't go anywhere. We're going to go live here in the Cyber Group room in less than 15 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Everyone else, see you back here at 10 a.m. Happy trading, everyone.